Enemies to lovers has been one of my most favorite tropes in a BL series, and most of the shows we have mostly have this theme. In this video, we will go over the 12 best enemies to lovers BL series we could watch today. Just to remind you, this is in no particular order. If you have your own favorites, don't be shy to share it with us on the comment section below. Anyway, if you live in a different country and some BL series are not available to yours, you can use ExpressVPN to watch those restricted series. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount and 3 months free if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 1. Manor of Death. This BL is so unique if we compare it to other shows in this list. Are you a fan of forensic crime scenes? Then, what are you waiting for? You should start binge watching this BL now to see the full glory of its plot. Aside from unique story, it's also the comeback BL series of Max and Tool since their last series Together and Together With Me, the next chapter in 2018. Manor of Death is all about the story of a medical examiner who happened to know the real reason of the death of a woman from their town through autopsy. This made him the target of threats and attacks. This incident will also change his life as he meets Tan, the person who he thinks is the suspect. Manor of Death is not only all about crimes and mystery, but this BL also showcases the chemistry of our main leads. Number 2. Phontype Season 1. One of the most famous BL in the industry right now is the first season of Phontype. Well, we can't deny its popularity because of the great chemistry of our main leads, and the series also has some of the hottest scenes you could find in a BL. Phontype is all about the story of a homophobic student who happened to have a gay roommate when he becomes a freshman student in a university. For some regions of the world, this BL is now available in Netflix together with its special episode. Number 3. Addicted. The list of BLs for enemies to lovers won't be completed if Addicted isn't included. 2016 is one of the golden years of BLs because of some pretty good shows being aired to the masses, and one of that is Addicted. The chemistry of our main leads is so satisfying to see. Unfortunately, we won't see them to act together again. Anyway, just like the title itself, this BL is so addictive to watch. Number 4. Why Are You? One of the very first BLs to their last year was Why Are You? This BL surely packs a punch when it comes to the visuals of the main characters, and their chemistry is something you want to see often. Why Are You is all about the story of two main couples who happen to have a grudge with one another. One couple is the usual senior-junior cat and dog relationship, while the other one is just straight enemies. This BL will give you some of the hottest scenes and funny scenes in a BL. Number 5. I Told Sunset About You. One of the best BLs of 2020 also has the plot of enemies to lovers, although some would argue that it is not. They might be friends at first, but they also become enemies for quite a long period of time since childhood. I Told Sunset About You is all about the story of two boys sharing the same dream with one another but soon become rivals and enemies in order to reach their goals. This BL will give you a roller coaster ride of emotions with its story. Number 6. A Chance to Love. With the story of Tin and Can being rewritten for the second season of Love by Chance, it's safe to say that this season has a more complete story than its first season. A Chance to Love is all about the story of a rich guy who has the privilege to have everything what he wants in life, although he has no friends that he could rely on. But that would change when he meets Can, the person who will change his point of view when it comes to people around him. Their first meeting isn't the nicest thing that would happen, but it's definitely the start of their love story. Number 7. SOTUS. The very first BL which pioneered the engineering students in a BL, and of course one of the first enemies to lovers BL series that we loved. SOTUS is all about the story of a third-year senior student who often abuses his power over the freshmen by giving orders that are against the rules. A freshman stood up in order to stop the unstoppable senior student, and their countless encounters would lead them to be closer with one another. SOTUS is definitely a must-watch if you are a fan of enemies to lovers. Number 8. History 3. Trapped. History series are some of the best BLs in the industry right now, and if you haven't watched this yet, then you're missing a masterpiece BL. A gang leader and a policeman are surely not friends with each other, especially if you are being investigated. Their first moments together are not quite good if we talk about romance scenes, but as time passes by, things will start to change for both of them. History 3. Trapped can be watched on Line TV, Netflix, or Viki. Number 9. History 3. Make Our Days Count. If you just want to watch a good enemies to lovers BL, then History 3. Make Our Days Count should be on your list. If a sad ending is something you can deal with when watching BLs, then go ahead and watch this BL immediately. Make Our Days Count is all about the story of our two main leads who happen to be the exact opposite of themselves. Hao Ting is an outgoing person while Shigu only cares about his schoolworks and being low profile in school. Make Our Days Count can be watched on Line TV and Viki. Number 10. Kiss Me Again and Dark Blue Kiss. One of GMMTV's pillar couples, Taenew, started in Kiss Me Again when they were still a side couple for the show. After just a year, GMMTV saw the potential market for this couple and they got their own show called Dark Blue Kiss. If you just want to watch the BL scenes in Kiss Me Again, GMMTV has uploaded the cuts on their YouTube channel. These two BLs will revolve around the story of our main leads from when they were still enemies until they became best friends and later on fell in love with one another. The chemistry of our main leads is definitely one of the best I have seen in the industry. Number 11. A Tale of Thousand Stars. Technically, our two main leads are not really enemies to begin with, but they couldn't get along with one another from the start. A Tale of Thousand Stars is the latest BL offering from GMMTV and it's one of the best shows they have ever produced. A Tale of Thousand Stars is about the story of a man who has a heart disease and the only way to survive is to have a heart transplant as soon as possible. Luckily, when the night that he suffered a heart attack, a heart donor also arrived coincidentally. Because of a new heart, the man survives and will decide to live the life of his donor. A Tale of Thousand Stars can be watched on GMMTV's YouTube channel and Line TV. Number 12. We Best Love Season 1 and 2. We Best Love is arguably one of the best BL shows in 2021 because of the amazing chemistry of the main leads. Enemies to Lovers is surely fit to describe the relationship of our main leads, not only for season 1 but also for season 2. We Best Love is all about the story of a guy who always happens to be in second place while another guy named Shida is always on the first place. When he started college, he thought that everything would be fine until he saw Shida again in school. With the constant interactions, the two will find a place where they will experience love. We Best Love is said to have season 3 sometime after the season 2 ended. Enemies to Lovers has been the favorite of most people not only in BL but also for other shows. This favoritism might be because of how interesting the story is between the two main leads. What is your most favorite Enemies to Lovers BL series you have watched? Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.